Hey there, I am JB, and in today's episode, which is the last one of this Cities Skylines mini-series, we are going to make something very nice right down here. It is going to take 2 more weeks before Cities Skylines is there. I am going to make some bonus episodes for you guys, which we are going to build with unlimited money and everything unlocked right away, and I would like to make the city of my dreams. Now, before we're going to build on that island, I just quickly want to show you what I've been doing around here. And basically, long story short, you can see I have been filling in the last couple of plots right down here. I did change a couple of things because I've been removing the low residential area right down here, and I decided to start placing it down here because I don't need any more office zones, because we were a little bit fighting over those educated people, if they need to work here or there. And then I actually started doing this dirty industry down here, so people who don't have any high education can go work there, and people with high education needs to work in this commercial zone because we need the people for that. Now, of course, I got a little bit of space left, but long story short, it is now kinda done. Also, another thing that I've been doing, I actually added another gigantic roundabout right down here, and it works a lot better because the traffic was being blocked up. Also, I had to play around with the spaghetti because for some reason people were going onto this on-ramp and then here back on the off-ramp, which was kind of a little bit odd. So I forced people to go here, there, and past this area, so then it actually stopped people from going here to here. So now they're probably driving around, we're gonna go this way or whatever, where they need to be. So that's looking good. I'm very happy with these big roundabout, just like the one down here. The one down here is still fine. I also made like a one-laner going that way. And that is actually all I've been doing. I did decided to add a couple more houses here and then just, leave it as it is. It is a beautiful, gigantic city, and we're going to add some more of that industry once it is time. Alright, enough about that. I have been thinking what I would like to do here. So first of all, we're going to increase the brush size, and we're going to remove all of these trees right down here. And right down there. I do want to kind of keep the way how this island looks like. I'm not going to change too much out of it. Long story short, I am glad that sooner or later we're going to move on to a new project and or a whole new game. I mean, there are things in here that I actually like. There are things in here that I dislike. We can, jump high or low, but I guess I have to deal with it. The thing that I like is having this new station, and it looks beautiful. Absolutely looks beautiful, and I like the way how we can do some stuff above the ground. Now, Cities Skylines 2, I believe you should be able to fix this onto the road, which is very nice, because right now it doesn't really add in the idea I had. I could have just do it near the road, but then I take away the opportunity for the housing to be onto the road. I could have done it at the waterside type of deal, but then I take the opportunity away for the people to enjoy the lovely view. Maybe I could have done things a little bit different, but I'm going to need to have a lot of freedom with this, also based on money and whatnot. So down here, a nice train station with a metro station. There are going to be buses also. Down here, a small little facility with small hospital, police station, fire station, etc. Also basically because it's closer to the on and off ramp type of deal rather than this one, because this one contains all of the big stuff for a greater distance. I think this is a nice excuse to do that. So I just love this view. I'm going to make this, look pretty. I'm going to add in some unique buildings here and there. And down here, I was like, you know what? Let's do the same thing as before, right down in here. Let's add some garbage facilities on the other side of the river. And I decided to also make this into, a roundabout type of deal. I think that is the best what we can do. And also this is a roundabout type of deal. Or a one way, better to say. And the same with this stuff. One way, then one way. Alright, so right now I am going to need to add in a lot of houses. I'm going to need to do this a little bit smart, and I'm going to need to keep in mind the noise, right? There's a lot of noise around here, there's a lot of noise around here, and a lot of noise around here. So the one spot in space that is take easy would be around in this area. Now I'm not planning on to do too much like sky high buildings and whatnot, because I'm going to keep in mind there need to be demand for all of this stuff. Alright, time to plop down the very first house. We're going to put this guy right around here. Beautiful. And Underhill Square. You know what? Underhill Square it will be. Another thing I am going to do, we're just going to right away give this a high-tech housing. It's going to cost me over time more and more money, but I think it's important to do this right away. So the land value. Alright, even though certain things are a little bit messy, I do have a view of what I want to do with this. I don't want to make it into a full-blown city area like that over there. I want to keep in mind, you know, trees, parks, bushes. It's going to be a nice little area. Maybe I've been too focused on having like a Dead Star city or whatever. This is actually a bad thing. I mean, Japanese people are about being zen, right? Is it zen to place it near a metro station? Maybe not really the best spot to do. You know what? We're going to put this zen garden right down in here, and going to take care for some padding. I don't want asphalt. I want to have gravel, dirt, or whatever that is. Place that down there, and let's make something nice out of it. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so this stuff is complaining that it doesn't have any power, which is a little bit odd because... okay, maybe they need like lights, right? It's a modern zen garden, so it needs a little bit of light, even though... Yeah, okay. They need some lights, yes. Okay, beautiful. That thing is being placed over there. Now, we also have a botanical garden. Now, this botanical garden could, if it would be... right down in here. Now what I would like to do with, you know, something like this here, I would like I've been saying before, I want to create this into a nice areas. Now there is also content creator trees. I'm not sure if this came with the oh man, this is a beautiful tree. Yeah, I'm not sure if this came with the one of the mods or whatever, or that it's like oh yeah, we support this stuff and let's add it in. And far away from that, we're gonna add in here trash cans, and then, you know, if it's like hot summertime, the bees stay away from that, or at least the people stay away from the bees. Yeah, this light would be enough, and then right down here, right down there. I mean, peaceful, right? This is just gonna be a pathway like that, simple, and at the start of the entrance here. Like that. Yeah, wonderful, right? Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. So yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful island in the end anyway. You know, to be real honest, I was a bit skeptical about this island, but I have to say I'm really enjoying myself. It's actually very good that not everything is like too perfect, because this creates little tiny excuses to place and do certain things. So, you know, like little parking lots, parks, more parking lots, gigantic parks. I got some schools and libraries here. I got some big commercial zones down here and one down here. Anything else like the smaller ones, I'm going to add in a whole row of low commercial zone there. I got some high residentials right down here, a lot of parking lots. You know, this is actually a lot of fun. I really like just trying to figure out a lot of parks, a lot of walkways, a lot of trees, and then in the end the metro line is really fitting in here. It really has, you know, a nice view of, you know, coming along and watch everything go and do stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it's nice. I'm only actually not really sure what I want to do with the side. Maybe I'm going to cram in something down here. I shouldn't go too quick around the outside. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is fill in this whole area here and fill in this area. And so on and so on. It is about a week later. I actually wanted to have this episode up and running last Monday. Some other things came between in. It sometimes happens, but at least I'm glad that this episode will be up before Cities Skylines 2 comes out. Now a little bit of explanation though. I have said after this last episode I wanted to do some bonus videos. I'm still going to do one bonus video where I'm going to build the most beautiful city that I ever been building into Cities Skylines. This one will be up on Sunday. It's going to need to be an hour long. I'm going to do a lot of cut editing and whatnot. It's not going to be about reaching a certain amount of citizens. It's going to need to be a nice and logic city. More about that in the next episode. Now what I've been doing down here, like I said in the last part of this video, I'm going to add in some housing. Now I have enjoyed this, I really do, and I don't want to rush it. And in this case there is one more part that I'm going to need to do right down here and a little bit right down here. I'm still going to take a little bit of time for this, but I did notice a weird problem, and people already have been warning about this, saying things about this. And this problem is that my money sometimes goes from, you know, minus 300, 500. It goes all of a sudden up to plus 30,000 a week, and then all of a sudden it drops to minus. The money is doing some really weird, you know, spikes of up and down. And apparently this has something to do with all of the updating DLCs and whatnot they have been doing to this game. And this causes a little bit of problems here and there. It is understandable. If you update a game for about 7 years, it doesn't always have to mean the game gets better. Of course you get more content, it is more fun. So anyways, what I've been doing here, I've been adding another low residential neighborhood. I've been adding some high residential on the other side of this. I think it's kind of nice to have this in the middle, way out there in the back. We got some commercial zoning down here, a lot of parking lots, and I've also decided the outside is just gonna be a lot of trees. I don't want to have anything onto the outside. I want to keep it clean, and focus needs to be within the metro line, except for this area. I want to add some stuff. I want to add like a unique building down here. But I'm going to first need to finish off the other side. Now one thing that I also could be doing, and this is something that I've been focusing on way too much, is try to have everything nice for everyone, right? The amount of happiness is going to be happy everywhere. You can tell it is very, very well, right? It's not 100%, but it's good. People are happy in my city. The criminality is low. I got a budget of the police of I believe it was 122%. It is good. Now the downside is the money is doing okay. I keep staying around this number down here. Now what I often forget is not every neighborhood is that wealthy, right? There are also places in the world, in cities, where you have a rich neighborhood and a less rich neighborhood. They have schools there and stuff, but you know, people are bored. They riot way quicker than the neighborhood where everything is fine. So in this case, I actually split it up the district, and I had in mind this is going to be a bit less wealthy, while this is going to be wealthy. This neighborhood has this upgrade of high-tech housing. It has an upgrade of low commercial zoning, giving them a boost to sell stuff. Even though this one has a train stuff though, so they have something extra, but they are less wealthy. I'm going to purely focus with this one on dropping in houses. Now it's not going to be all high residential housing, because that might give me a big problem. I'm going to add in their own special unique building down here. There will be some shoppings and, you know, basically a lot of housing. Less caring about that it needs to look good. I'm going to need to have a money boost. Like, I don't mind if I, you know, get dropping money, but it should drop and stop before it hits 0. So that is going to be my next project for down here. I think we did it. I have been filling in the blank right around here, and I just have enough stuff in order to let my money be above 0 and keep it like that. I've also been reducing some of these prices onto all the things right around here. I kind of forgot the airport, it wasn't 100%. So reducing a couple of things, made sure that my money stays the way it is. And let me just show you with this what I've been doing here. It is a lot of these low commercial zoning here and low residential here and there. A couple of high residential, been placing it in these areas. I've also been doing a couple of other things. For an example, I noticed that the garbage trucks were having a slow time getting into this area. So I created here a tiny little pathway for the garbage trucks to go around like this and then get into the neighborhood a lot quicker. The one thing that I do like, after messing around for just a little bit, the traffic seems to be doing okay around here. And with messing around, I just basically mean those little spaghetti all over the place. Been doing it on a couple of spots, and yet, overall people are doing well in this area. Even though it is not like a high value ground, which I can show you like this, compared with what's going on down here. Let me just do the noise. There is a lot of noise, but I've been doing it on such a way that the neighborhoods around this area and between in here are kind of doing fine. I have been seeing maybe an icon or two with sick people, but that is basically it. I also decided to put some garbage facilities on this side. I kind of like the idea of having them to cross a river, being totally separate from, the town itself. I did mess around with the water around here. I got a little bit flooded all over the place, but it's solved slowly but surely. And this is it. I am happy with this stuff in general. If it's about a playthrough with milestones, unlocks, not being able to get everything correctly right away from the beginning. But there are two more things that I would like to do. I've been saying that I would like to place a nice building right around there as well as right around here. So let's just take a little look what we have, and then this will be it. We have a transport tower down here. Now I'm thinking of it, what will it cost each week? Upkeep 960 a week. Okay, keep that in mind. What is this big unit? Also order offices. Ooh, this is a big guy. Now let me just see this one. I think this one would be perfect around here. It might delete a tree or two. One person liked that. It's kind of nice to see these high buildings here and there. Then this big spot would be nice for this guy right around here. There's so much space for that. That is very good. People seem to like that. Beautiful building though. This is one of the first buildings you will see once you come up with a cruise. Yeah, this in the bonus episode, we're going to make everything look 100% pretty, because we can unlock all the tiles, all the stuff, do things correct the right way. And what I'm aiming for in the bonus episode is just to create a decent city, decent neighborhoods, decent commercial zoning, decent roading, decent train tracks and whatnot, and then maybe some surrounding villages and some farmland. And just all focus on prettiness and to show you guys that I am ready for Cities Skylines 2. Even though Cities Skylines 2 there won't be as much cut editing as I'm doing in this series, because I need to learn the game. So the first couple of episodes will really be me looking at details, looking at how to micromanagement the game, looking into what are the possibilities, what are the problems, how does it work. So yeah, really way less cut editing and way more focusing on how is the depth of the game, how will it work, and we're really going to see if that game really going to satisfy me on things that I'm missing right around now. And of course it's a landscaping. It's fantastic that in that game you have more room without all these rivers between it, without too many mountains. The mountains are more at the side, the rivers more in the middle. You have a nice ocean type of deal with smaller little islands, which I'm looking forward to. I'm not really aiming to unlock all the tiles and just build one massive gigantic city. I would like to create little cities, little villages, little farmland areas, and just, you know, make use of the space that it gives. And I think it's gonna be real awesome. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, what was the beginning of a mini-series without mods. In the end, I added mods because, you know, it is a lot of fun to make use of those. And yeah, I guess this will be it. And Sunday will be a large, long bonus episode.